Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'd like to talk to you about emotions and a helpful way that I think you can look at emotions. I've been explaining emotions lately as or labeling them as messengers. So you experience a feeling in your body, and that's essentially a notification to you that something has happened in your mind. You've had a thought, created the emotions. So the emotion is letting you know, by the way, you're thinking something right now. It is not letting you know, hey, something's wrong in the world. This is kind of how we tend to see them. If I'm upset, I think the world is wrong and something needs to be fixed. And that's not the case. Actually, all the emotion is doing is saying, hey, you're thinking something right now. You might want to stop and look at it, which is incredibly useful because how often do we slow down, give ourselves space, and actually think about what we're thinking about? Not very often, unless you've been exposed to thought work and coaching. So your emotion is essentially like tugging on your sleeve and saying, hey, you've got a thought you want to look at. And nothing else is wrong. So this is really useful to you because the next time that you have an emotion of any kind, you can, number one, stop freaking out about what might be happening around you. Like, the world is okay. You may have action steps that you want to take. For instance, if you experience anger, anger typically is a protection emotion. It signifies that you are either in danger of some sort or there's an injustice happening in the world, an unfairness happening. Well, it's good to know that because maybe you want to set a boundary. Maybe somebody is imposing upon your time, your space, your emotional well-being, right? Maybe there's a boundary that needs to be set. So it's a good thing that you have emotion letting you know that you have a thought about, hey, this is unjust, this is unfair, this is dangerous. But you also want to know that it's not necessarily true and that you want to examine that first. The thing that you thought was unfair might not have been what somebody intended, right? If somebody said something to you that you considered rude, they might not have meant it that way. You might want to talk about it first before you go setting boundaries about this person and cutting them out of your life. So when you know that it's just a thought, that the anger came from the thought, not the occurrence, that can give you the space to go, okay, well, then we're just going to let the anger work its way out and we'll go see if I was correct about this occurrence. The same thing with overwhelm. Overwhelm is an emotion letting you know that you've been thinking you have too much to do. And all that is a prioritization issue. Or potentially an organization, like you don't have anything written down, you don't know how long things take, so it feels like there's so much. Get it on a list, figure out how long it takes, and choose which things are the most important to you. That's what overwhelm is showing you. Your brain thinks there's all this stuff to do, and that's not the case. What you actually need to do is address this issue that you're having. It can really, looking at it this way, as emotions as messengers of like a notification that your mind is doing something, is really, really helpful. Cuts down on a lot of anxiety, allows you some space to logically solve your problems. And honestly, it's just the truth of what's happening, so you should believe it. If you have trouble with this idea, let me know. I work with my clients on things and issues just like this, on figuring out how to see their emotions and think through them. So let me know if I can help you in any way. I hope this does help. Comment if you have questions, please. Take care, you guys. Bye.